What's up, everybody? Welcome back to No Counters, No Combos. This past weekend was the ARG event in Atlantic City, New Jersey, which is my home state, so I was able to get down there with my team. We had two different teams, Team A and Team B, for Computer and Gaming Universe. Shout out to Computer and Gaming Universe. Awesome sponsor, awesome team to be a part of. And I was really looking forward to this event. It didn't go as well as I wanted it to, but at the same time, there's always a silver lining. So, I'll just try to go through this as quickly as possible. I don't want this video being too long, but basically just to recap the event. There was about 200 people there. There was like 189 or 100, almost like 200 people there. It wasn't as big as I thought it was going to be, but all in all, it was a good event. So I was playing, of course, Universe 7 Frieza. You guys have seen the deck profile on my channel that I did previously, and just, I was running the Boo engine in that version of the build, and last minute, play testing and talking about it with my teammates, I decided to take the Boo engine out and replace it with the Goku engine. So I put, the 5-drop Goku, the 8-drop Goku, and then the Victory Strike. Victory Strike, because it's a win con, basically. Essentially, you win on, after an objection, I guess it's turn 5, because you need that extra 1 energy or whatnot. And as long as your opponent doesn't have any type of answer to it, you essentially win. But it didn't actually work out that way. A lot of people had answers and responses to the Victory Strike, whether it was Crusher Ball or throwing down a Mafuba on the 8-drop, the critical striker. I even saw some people playing King Cold, which is you tap 4 and you bring it out, and the attack gets directed to that battle card and it has revenge. Shout out to all the creativity and using those tech cards to get rid of essentially the biggest win con in the game. You spend so much of your resources, committing to that play, that if it doesn't go off and you don't win with it, there's no coming back from it, because you're just using so many cards to get to that point. I mean, if you think about it, when you bring the 5-drop Goku out to take all your life, you're at least going down to 4, right? So you're at least going there. Sometimes you even go all the way down to 3 or 1. So you're killing yourself. Granted, yes, to put more cards in hand and to get a pump. But then when you EX evolve the A-drop, you have to discard 2 Universe 7s. And then you EX evolve again to the Victory Strike and discard another Universe 7. So you're down 3 cards. It doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but, because you're using the Universe 7 Frieza to discard and draw the whole game, you're running out of Universe 7 targets. And then if for some reason your Victory Strike gets stopped, there's really no recovery, because by that point in the game you've already exhausted most of your resources to the point where maybe you just have extra cards left in your deck or your hand or whatnot. So I want to compliment the player base for being ready for this card, for being thinking outside the box and looking for multiple answers to it, because I've only seen, like myself, I only thought there was one answer to it, and that was either a blocker or a Crusher Ball. So I do want to compliment those players that teched in that King Cold, which was a ballsy play because it costs 4 energy to cast it on defense. But essentially, you get rid of it. So, yeah, that's how that actually happened to me 3 times in the tournament. So, it was the thing. So it was 8 rounds, best of 3 format with the 1-hour time limit, which me personally, like, my games never went into time. I think only one might have gone into time. Well, maybe not, actually. Whatever the case may be, like, that 60-minute time limit for a match it's rough. I know a lot of players got draws because they were in game 2 or they were in game 3 and the judge called time, and essentially like when they hit time, you just have to stop and it's a draw. Like if it's a 1-1 and you're in game 3, it's just an automatic draw. So I know that was tough on some people. Like I don't really agree with that, but I guess Bandai's trying to promote a faster play, which kind of sucks because they're forcing you to play a certain way, and not every deck is built that way. But it does, I guess, cut down on people who intentionally slow play or whatnot. But aside from all that, the event itself was really good. Me personally, I didn't do too well. I mean, I started 0-3. I basically just played a whole bunch of mirror matches. My first match was a mirror match. Game 1, I victory striked and won. Game 2, he victory striked and won. And then game 3, we were just going back and forth, energy for energy, and then he finally just victory struck me for game. So that was that. Round 2, I played against an SS3 Ape player who, it was a great match, but it was tough. I mean, we were just back and forth. Then he dropped King Cold on me. I just did not see it coming. And, you know, Goku untapping 3 at the end of the turn is huge. But he was essentially playing SS3 Apes yellow. I guess it was mono yellow with like a splash of red because he had the Unbreakables. But some of the guys from that same local, I forgot the name of the local. I think the team name was like Team Krillinit. So shout out to Team Krillinit for having a good showing at the event over this weekend. They were playing the 2-drop Kunshi from Tournament of Power, which is a 2-cost card that when it comes out, you get to take a life. So they would open, you know, Goku pitch, take 2, you know, put energy, pass, and then, or, you know, tap 2, play Kunshi, take 1. So they're already at 5 life, going into turn 2. So next turn, if you don't get rid of the Kunshi, next turn they're awakening. So I thought that was a really spicy tech. I thought it was restricted to Universe 11, but only the second part of the effect is limited to Universe 11 that taps a creature. But it was really cool. Like, I like the innovation. I like seeing stuff like that. It was really cool. I got game 1. No, he got game 1, I got game 2, and then he got game 3. And like I said, the game 3 was just back and forth, back and forth. I got greedy and I swung with U7 Frieza because he only had 3 life left. So I was just going to swing and push, and then, you know, whatever he had to like super combo out, he would have probably had to pay life for it. So I was like, I think I'm in a good spot. So I swung for triple strike, and he drops King Cold on me. So he paid the life for King Cold and I lost. I mean, I just lost next turn. I just committed too much to board and didn't have much in hand to recover from it, so I lost. But that was a good match. I basically just played, essentially I just played mirrors all day. Like I played all Universe 7s. I only got to play against one Ginyu Veggie player. Shout out to you, my boy, Joe Luna. What's up, man? Thanks for saying what's up, and thanks for playing me. I really appreciate it, man. It was really nice to meet you. So shout out to you, Mr. Luna. I hope you guys got home safe. And, you know, hope to see you in the future before you make your move down to Virginia. But when you move down to Virginia, don't forget to spread that love, man. You know, share the movement with them Virginians. But shout out to you, Luna. We had a really good game. It was back and forth. Great guy, great player. That was the only Veggie matchup I played. And I was pretty much my Universe 7 build. I was ready for Veggies. Like, I knew Veggies were going to be everywhere. But because I was playing so bad, all the Veggies were at the top tables, and I wasn't. I didn't get to see any Veggies. So, but I was confident playing the Veggie matchup with my version of Universe 7 because I kind of knew how to play around the Veggies, and I know what cards to get rid of and what cards not to. But yeah, so after that, after round 3. I mean, I knew it was going to be like almost virtually impossible to top with an X3 record. So, you know, I was just going to kind of drop. But, you know, we were part of Team Wars, and one of my teammates, Brian, shout out to you, Brian, he was doing really well. He was undefeated going into round 5. So we just kind of sucked it up, and we're like, hey, you know, let's just play for Brian. You know, let's just keep generating as much points as we possibly can, try to make some noise in Team Wars. And I ended up winning out. I ended up with a 5-3 record, which was a total of 15 points. And most of the top cut was 18 points. So, if I had one more win throughout the day, I probably would have topped, top 16. I was 47th overall out of, I guess, 189 or something like that. So all in all, I wasn't happy with my performance in the beginning, but I'm happy that I didn't quit and I just kind of grinded it out, and I ended up getting 5 wins after that fact. So I guess the moral of the story, kids, is don't give up on yourself. Granted, there's no merit because I wasn't able to top, but as a sense of pride, I went out on my own terms, and I knew I wasn't going to give in. I mean, there was a lot of different factors that went into it. There's a team aspect, and there was just a pride aspect. I consider myself a pretty good player, and I didn't just want to end the day with an X3 drop. So just kind of tough it out. I knew that I was going to be there all weekend anyway, and I didn't really have anything much better to do. So I just toughed it out, and I just sucked it up and kept playing. And, I'm glad that I did it because I felt like I got better as a player playing from essentially the cellar and just working my way back up. And I learned how to pilot the deck differently and focus more on a better strategy involving Universe 7 Frieza, the 7-drop, and then just Victory Strike as like a last resort, because that Universe 7 Frieza is just so good. I met some really cool people along the way. Like I said before, shout out to Joe Luna. Shout out to the Wood brothers, Cameron and Connor. You guys are awesome. It was really good seeing you again. Congrats, guys. You guys did really well. Really proud. I wish we could have played each other, but maybe next time, in a different event, we'll cross paths again. But shout out to the Woods brothers. Shout out to the guys from Brothers Grimm. Sorry, I don't remember your names, but they were sitting next to me. I think it was like round 5 or round 6. We just had they looked like they were having a really good game. So shout out to the Brothers Grimm guys. I'm gonna see if maybe we can go out there for an event. It's kind of far from where we're at. It's like a 2-hour drive. Because you guys are in, I think it's Selden, New York, and that's pretty far. But we'll see what happens. So shout out to Brothers Grimm. Congratulations. I'm sure you guys already know this, but congratulations to Anthony Hernandez on his 2nd win in a row. Guy's a good player. He got, he was able to pull it out again. I briefly spoke with him. I didn't really have enough time to kind of chat with him, because, there's so many people surrounding, and there wasn't really a lot of time in between rounds because of the 1-hour format. So, I just kind of said, what's up, congratulations, stuff like that. But he seems like a really nice guy. He seems really genuine, just very passionate about the game, and doesn't like to lose. I mean, who does? But, hopefully one day down the future, I can sit down with him and just have a conversation and pick his brain. I said what's up to, I was able to, what's it called? Shout out to Matt Combs and Pat O'Neill. Again, briefly just kind of said what's up to them. I really wish I had more time to talk with people in between rounds, but just the way it was just so squeezed together, from round end to round start, it felt like it was only 5 or 10 minutes, and you got to do stuff in between rounds, go to the bathroom, check in with your team, record, so it's just record your winnings and stuff, and your standings and your outcomes and stuff. So I just didn't feel like I had enough time to chat with people in between rounds, but I definitely wanted to introduce myself to a few people at least, to just kind of get out there. So shout out to Matt, shout out to Pat. I wasn't able to talk with Jordan Silver, but I did see him as well. He was out there. Shout out to Jordan Silver. Just all across the board, shout out to Joe Burrow from the Pepe brothers. He did really well. He got a top 16 spot with the Ginyu Veggies, and all in all, it was a good experience. Day 2, we did the 1K tournament. I top 16 that. I was piloting a different deck. I was actually playing Vegeta, believe it or not. It was my teammate Brian. It was his recommendation to play Vegeta, and I love it. It's so good. I feel like such a scrub getting to the bandwagon so late, but I'll be putting up the deck profile for my 1K top in another video. You know, it was a really fun experience. My team was great. We had a lot of laughs, a lot of fun. I would definitely do it again. If there's just one thing I wish I would have not scrubbed out, I guess you can say. Like, I wish I would have just had that one more win, but at least now I have something to kind of gauge myself to where I'm not in that upper echelon just yet, but I'm also not at the complete bottom. I mean, 47th out of 180 and change doesn't sound too good, but for me, like, looking at it statistically, like, I was only 3 points away from the top. So just one more win and I would have topped. So I'm a glass half full kind of guy. I've always been like that. So I kind of take the good with the bad. And for me, you know, I have something to improve on, of course, but I was kind of happy with where I was. It was definitely a very tough, very competitive event. There was a lot of rogue decks that I wasn't expecting. There's a lot of SS3 Apes players. There were some Vados players, some Pan. There was just a whole bunch of stuff, you know, thrown around. But the majority of it was U7 and the Ginyu Veggies. So, but if you guys attended the event, you know, thanks for going. Thanks for filling the house, so to speak. You know, I wish you guys the best of luck. I hope you had success. The next ARG event is, I think, in Boston in a few weeks, or like a month from now. Obviously I'm not gonna be going. I'm gonna take a little break from actually like playing the game, probably just till set 4 comes out. But I'm definitely gonna be still pumping out content for you guys. I want to apologize for the contest winners. I know I haven't got you your winnings just yet. I'm going to be shipping those out this week. If you haven't already messaged me or emailed me your information and what winning you wanted to choose, please do so. I believe there's still 2 or 3 people that haven't gotten back, or like 2 people that haven't gotten back to me yet on what they want to do with their winnings. But for the most part, I have all the information I need, so I'll be sending those out this week. Sorry for the delay. All in all, though, it was a really good experience. I just want to thank the community, Dragon Ball community, for being legit. You know, there's a lot of really cool people, a lot of genuine people there. Like I said, I met some really cool people this weekend, and I want to thank my team, Computer and Gaming Universe Bravo team. We had a lot of fun, and we represented, and we didn't get as many points as we probably wanted or should have, but at least we have something to improve upon. Shout out to Brian, my teammate. He top 32. Shout out to Arturo. He was one of the members on Team A, top 32 as well. And my boy, shout out to Henry the Monarch. Congratulations on your top 8, man. I'm really happy for you. He's also part of Computer and Gaming Universe Team A. You know, man, I'm really happy for you. Congratulations. You worked your ass off. You played really well. Just real quick, one of those similar stories, you know, Henry was going into round 3 with 2 losses, and he won out. He won the next 6 rounds, and he topped 16. And then day 2, he won his top 16 match and got top 8. So that's what I'm saying. Like, don't give up on yourself. If it seems insurmountable, in reality, it probably is, but if you push yourself and you believe in yourself and you play your game the way you're supposed to play it, and you make all the right plays and you have confidence in your abilities, you're gonna get results. So again, Henry's a perfect example. This guy was, you know, staring at a bubble at best. 0-2 going into round 3, 1 more loss. He's literally mathematically eliminated, but he stuck it in. He got the win and he got to where he needed to be, and he got, you know. And I'm really happy for him, you know, because, you know, he wasn't really feeling too well that day. But I'm happy for you, Henry. If you're watching this, man, congratulations. To all the other players that attended the event, congratulations. I hope you guys did well. And if you didn't, I hope you're still hungry and want to improve and get better for the next event. And I wish you guys success in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. We are steadily growing. And I just want to continue to grow and continue to have a positive impact on this community and my viewers and the subscribers and the people in the Discord. Just basically everything. I want to be as positive as possible, but, you know, in the same realm of reality as most things. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Be there or be squared.